Welcome.
Jaiden's Basement, everybody.
Jaiden's Basement.
Yeah,
Welcome,
yeah,
crew.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Welcome, Queen.
Hello.
How's everyone doing?
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
I know that video.
Love Wednesdays.
Scary.
It's from a video.
It is a famous find.
Yep.
Cool. Before we start, remember to subscribe.
Subscribe.
We love it when you subscribe. So, sponsored by Why We Dream, our wonderful, wonderful clients. Oh my goodness.
Love them.
We love them. And we love working with them. And we have room for a couple more. But we're filling up quick. So if you run a business or if you want your very own podcast, reach out to us. And we will make all those dreams a massive reality.
Come true.
I'm sorry, I breathed in water.
Is it okay?
And I'm dying.
No.
Okay, we're fine.
Okay, we're good. We're back. Okay, let's jump into Know It All.
That actually reminds me of the time that Jaden was choking. We should show that video footage.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
We have a video of it?
Yeah, it's on their
Yeah,
cameras.
it's on our camera in our living room.
The same way it captured Jaden dropping his laptop.
Oh, I
oh my
want to see
gosh, I
it.
cannot wait for that to be posted.
Maybe that should be our intro. It's just playing that video of you dropping your laptop every episode.
With the remix to it.
With the song.
The thud
With the song.
becomes the beat.
What's the song? I forgot how it goes. Dream song.
Oh.
I can't breathe when you're not here.
Yes.
Not here. You're not here.
I can't breathe when you're not here.
Taylor loves it too much.
Yeah, but I already forgot it.
I was thinking that this morning. I think I'm going to go into Chat GPT and get us some jingles
Sure.
that are like legit.
Love it.
They can come up with music.
And then we'll have a
They can do
studio
anything you
session.
want at this point. But let's talk Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
So, once again, I was on the Reddits and came across another cool graph. So, Chick-fil-A sales versus top chicken chains in the U.S.
Is
And I
that
thought-
combined? Oh, you haven't shown your screen yet. Sorry.
Yep. Can you share this for me? So, Chick-fil-A, as of 2022, has 2,988 locations and brings in $18.8 billion.
Holy.
And look at it compared to all of the other locations. So,
Like,
Zaxby's,
combined, that's how.
Wingstop, Cane's, Popeyes, KFC, all combined is less than what Chick-fil-A brings in.
Wow.
The locations difference is crazy
I
at
know.
the bottom too.
Like a third
Yeah.
of,
If not, it's
you know, a
mad.
third of the locations, and it is crushing the competition.
It's because they got the Lord on their side.
With God, anything is possible.
Well,
the
that's-
secret sauce.
That's nuts as well, because less locations and one less day a week.
Yes, they're not open
That's
on Sundays.
being
That's
open.
crazy.
And they still
But
shit on all
isn't
the
this
others.
surprising or not that surprising?
Not surprising.
Really?
I love
No.
Chick-fil-A.
If I ever want
I think
chicken,
it's surprising.
Chick-fil-A. I'm actually literally
But
ordering
all
it right
of
now.
those combined, you're telling me there's more people that go through Chick-fil-A. and
But
purchase.
listen, Chick-fil-A does breakfast, and none of the others do.
I
Do
feel
they?
like Popeyes does
Oh,
breakfast.
they
I'm
do.
not sure.
I don't know though.
I don't know.
What's that green one?
Wingstop.
Wingstop.
Doesn't Rick
They
Ross
definitely
own
don't.
Wingstop or something like that?
I think
don't
he
know.
owns a couple Wingstops,
Oh.
honestly. I don't
I'm
know
not
if it's
sure.
that one or a different, but I know he owns like
Mike
a
Ross? Who is
a chicken
But-
wing
Rick Ross.
place.
It is surprising to me purely on the locations, because
I know.
that's crazy.
And
Like
they
think
are
about
busy, but it's not like
think about how many towns in the US don't have Chick-fil-A.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, but they still just
Tear it up.
mad.
And what surprised me, I thought Cane's would be way more. But I guess they only have 721 locations, right?
Yeah, realistically, they're the best one on that list.
Yeah.
When you look at location to, besides Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
location to income.
Although we have a Cane's up in Provo, and the last few times we've been, there's been no one in the drive-thru.
That's true.
But
It's
every
always
time you
busy when
drive
I
past
go.
Chick-fil-A, there's a long line in both their lanes that they
Mm.
are going through.
Yeah, I thought this was crazy. Like,
I love Cane's.
It is good.
and I'm wondering. No, Chick-fil-A does franchise, so they
Yeah.
are franchise zone, right?
Guess we better get one.
We'll just get a Why We Dream Chick-fil-A hybrid.
Yes.
That would be awesome. We'll do this. We'll change it to
You can film
JAIDEN'S
podcasts
Chick-fil-A.
at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, this is so crazy. Like, whoever owns a Chick-fil-A franchise, I wonder if they do really well then.
Surely.
It must be,
they
obviously.
have
It is.
right?
It is actually really cheap to get a Chick-fil-A franchise.
That's right,
think
but
it's like
they
10K,
take,
right?
They
I
take
think,
a
the
lot.
largest percentage of
Yes.
any other
Oh.
franchises.
And
It's
isn't it like a really arduous process to like actually get submitted or accepted?
you have to be like,
Yeah, I know for McDonald's, you have to prove that your net worth is over $1 million, I believe.
mhm.
in
Oh,
order
but
to
you
even
don't you
be
make the
considered.
most margins if you have a McDonald's franchise compared to like a
I'm
Chick-fil-A?
sure. Yeah.
Chick-fil-A's is on their website. I've looked at it before, and it costs $10,000 to
Yeah.
get a franchise.
Mhm.
But you have to be like, you have to go to Atlanta, live there for a few months, like get trained by the chicken man himself, and
The chicken.
then they'll finally let you in.
It's intense.
That's
It's really
crazy,
intense.
really?
It's like really hard to get a franchise.
I saw a really cool TikTok last week of a guy who was like, started as just a regular McDonald's worker and worked his way up and was in management and then eventually opened his own McDonald's, and it was really wholesome and
That's
cute.
cool.
Good for him.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, and I think if I'm remembering right, I don't think In-N-Out does franchising.
No, it's family owned
That's
still.
right. She, the daughter, I think,
Mhm.
of the founder, bought up all the franchises that they did sell so that it could be completely owned.
Yeah, and they're opening like a new corporate headquarters in Tennessee, so they can.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they want to. That's why they haven't expanded as fast to like keep the quality
Mm-hmm.
up. But now they're making a new like second headquarters in
Wow.
Have
Tennessee.
you guys ever been on the boat tour in Newport Beach
Mm-mm.
at
I don't think
Balboa
so.
Park?
That was left field.
Well, you drive. They'd like give you a tour. Like you ride on this boat, and there are lots of big houses, and there's a lot of famous people that live there. And one of them, they have two houses next to each other, don't they? Is the
Mhm.
In-N-Out family.
That's right.
Oh.
I do
That's
remember
why I
that.
thought of it.
If you guys could franchise any business, what would you franchise?
Chipotle.
Oh my gosh. No.
If I lived in Colorado, because everyone in Colorado loves Chipotle, but here in Utah, I feel like it does okay, but it doesn't do as well as like Cafe Rio.
Chipotle
That's
is
fair.
weird because it's good, but every item you get tastes exactly the same. Doesn't matter
Mhm.
what meat you
Well,
get.
good thing
you
it tastes
think.
delicious.
But isn't that fair though that it all tastes the same?
I don't know. I like
I
the
wish it
steak,
was
so I'll
saucier.
get a steak in a bowl, but I won't get chicken in a bowl, and I will not get steak in a burrito. I'll only get chicken. So I guess it depends on
Actually-
what I order.
I am Team Qdoba over
Qdoba!
Chipotle.
Harry, are you serious?
They give you free queso when you're and on they
I've never even
have
heard of
discount
Qdoba.
Thursdays for students
It's
too.
good.
So when I was in college, it was always Qdoba for me because it was so
Oh.
much cheaper.
I've only had it once in an
And
airport.
queso's free.
I
like
don't.
you have to
I,
pay like
maybe I don't
$3
like
for
the
queso.
queso.
at
Maybe
Chip-
that's why I don't like Qdoba.
Oh.
But that was always like the argument in high school. Do you like Chipotle or Qdoba?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I'm just going based off of like, I want to be able to eat the food.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much
more
what this
than
argument is.
financial. Probably a Cinnaholic
That's a good
would
shout.
be awesome.
That's a good shout.
I don't know if they make a ton of money, and just with a quick Google search, it looks like they cost for the whole build out and franchise fee anywhere from $240,000 up to $500,000
Dang.
to do,
Mighty.
which
my
is
goodness.
crazy.
Think of all that free,
But
gluten-free.
yeah, like
That's a lot of cinnamon rolls you'd have to sell to like get your money
No,
back.
That's what I'm saying.
but they just opened a Cinnaholic Vineyard, and it seems like it's busy every time I go.
Yeah.
So I hope that they're doing well. But
Did you hear of it? Had you ever heard of it before it opened?
I
in
drove
Vineyard? 'Cause
past
I
it.
hadn't.
not before it opened here. We never had heard
No,
of
not
it.
before it
No.
opened here,
Yeah.
no.
It must be new, right? A fairly new business.
Apparently they used to have one in somewhere in California. Our neighbor
Oh.
said she used to
That
go
makes
all the
sense.
time, but then they closed it, and I think they have one in Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas, they have one. But financially, yeah, I'd go for just like one of those like name brand.
Yeah.
You know
Jaden's
what I
dream
mean?
when I met him was to open a Jack in the Box.
Big Jack in the Box
Jack
guy.
in the Box.
But then he says he doesn't even like
I don't
Jack in
even
the
like
Box.
Jack in the Box. So
Well, when the one opened in Salt Lake earlier this year, the line was like,
and that was
That
more
could've
it.
been
I was
you.
like,
That
there's not
could've
one in
been
Utah, so
you.
being the first to open like an In-N-Out or Jack in the Box, you're almost guaranteed to do well. It seems
Yeah.
like.
I had my
right?
first
There's
Jack
one in
in the
St.
Box
George.
in
Yeah, there is one.
Hawaii after Jane's cousin.
oh
got
yeah, I
married.
remember
I-
that story. And
And I
Harry,
walked through the drive-through,
And
hammered,
then
and they
you-
wouldn't serve
then
me.
you took a nap.
Really?
Yeah, and then I got food, and I just napped on the curb after eating my.
That's
Hawaii
funny.
is great, man.
I got
So
Jack in the
safe,
Box
it's
in Hawaii
awesome.
too, and it was a great
Yeah,
experience.
it was
Got
it was
a
wicked.
box of mini tacos, and I ate it on my way home.
Yeah, it
Sounds
was.
good.
I don't remember what I ate. I don't remember how it tasted, but I remember enjoying it.
I've had a drunken Jack in the Box experience too
Wow,
that I don't really
something about
remember.
Jack in the Box.
That's
And
awesome.
Jaden wants to open a Jack in the Box, everyone.
The same
We-
thing,
Feed
similar
the
thing
drunkards.
happened in at the town where my university was in Colorado. It was so small that only McDonald's was open after like 11 p.m. because nowhere else had enough staff for it. And me and my friend, we walked to McDonald's. It was just down the street from the bar, and we obviously didn't have a car. We were both British. We were both drunk, and so we walked and we tried to walk through
You're
the
British and you're
drive-through.
drunk, you can't have a car.
We walked through the drive-through,
Obviously.
and they wouldn't serve us. So we literally just waited by the drive-through
It
until
seems like a recurring problem.
yeah,
for you.
honestly, it is. Yeah, I just need
It's
it.
no problem.
Well,
It's great.
we just waited, and then it's actually really bad when I look back at it. But we just hopped in this random lady's car. And ordered food from her car. She drove through, and she gave us a ride home. And we were like,
That's
"What are we
nice.
doing?"
Wow.
But it was
What are we
wicked.
doing?
It was wicked though.
That's
Oh.
crazy, honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of bad.
What is your guys' like best late night run? Is it McDonald's,
Beto's,
Beto's?
especially in high school,
No.
or Del Taco.
Yeah, in high school is for sure Taco Bell. Like that was our go-to.
I think I would vote Taco Bell for a late night one.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Linz?
I don't know.
Wow, why are you getting all sad about this?
I feel like I feel like it was Taco Bell. I used to go late and get a quesadilla.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
feel like
that Taco
now
Bell when it's
it's-
late just hits.
I feel like now it's McDonald's.
Yeah. Yeah, we
I wish there were better late night places.
like what?
Like, I wish Chick-fil-A was open late.
Oh my gosh.
It's true though.
All right, I'm too hungry to have this convo, but I got an email today from Rover, and the email said most popular dog names in the USA. So I thought it'd be interesting to look at these. So, the top 10 male dog names. Number 1 is Charlie,
That
believe it or not, which
Mm.
is my brother's dog's
Yes.
name.
Charlie.
Have we had this conversation?
We
Why am
sent-
I having some
because you
deja
sent
vu?
a TikTok to Brady and Sarah in a group text, and it was a TikTok of the popular dog names, and they were like kind of like making fun of each one basically, and Charlie was
Oh,
number
that's
one.
right.
But I know at least 3 dogs named Charlie.
Really?
Yeah, I
Really?
know a couple Charlie dogs too.
Lindsay does work in that industry,
I do,
though, so
thank
she
you.
would know a few more names.
And then we have Max, which I feel like is like
Oh yeah,
the good old
I feel
name.
like every dog movie,
the
the
Grinch.
dog's name is Max.
Max, yeah. And then we have Cooper,
That's cute.
kind of a good dog name. I think my friend Quinn growing up, his dog's name was maybe Cooper. Then we have Milo.
That seems
cute.
really common to me.
Yeah.
I
Buddy.
feel like
Buddy. I knew a Buddy.
That's such a shit name for a dog. Sorry.
I feel like
Sorry,
Cooper,
out there, if your dog's name is Buddy.
I just need to say, Cooper is a very human name to me. But I don't
Charlie
know.
is a very human name to me.
I was
Charlie and
at Lake
Cooper are-
Powell one time, and this guy is calling his dog's name, and his dog's name was Lindsay. It was so strange to me.
That is weird.
I was
What?
at the Hole in the Rock gas station on the way to Lake Powell once.
Yeah.
And I was really little. His memory just came back to me when he said that. And there was a dog, and I was probably like 10, and I was like, "What's your dog's name?" And he's like, "Shit."
That was his
And I
dog's
was like,
name.
What? I
No.
wouldn't say it back. Yeah. I
That
don't know
was
if he was
really his
messing
dog's
with me because I
name?
was a
Oh.
little kid, but that happened.
That's sad
was
for
crazy.
that dog.
Yeah,
Wow.
what a name.
It was stunning.
Yeah.
Hey,
Then we have Teddy,
Sure.
Rocky,
Sure.
Bear.
Yeah.
Definitely heard
I feel
bear.
like Bear. I'm surprised that's not higher.
Yeah.
Then we have Leo.
actually,
Which
So they kept
decided to
him.
keep him.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
But
That's
he's their
awesome.
third dog, so they
Whoa.
have, and he's massive,
That's
and
a
their
lot of
other dog's
dogs.
even bigger.
oh,
So it's like,
Jeez.
That's 3 too
yeah.
many.
But they named him Duke. He didn't have a name before that, so
So then here's the top 10 female dog names. Number 1 being Luna,
that's why we changed
Oh.
my dog's name.
which was what?
So my roommate named it Luna,
Really?
and when he left for England, we just were like, it's so basic, you know. So we changed it to Tuna.
To Tuna.
To Tuna, yeah.
One little
And she
letter
smells
switch.
like fish, and she has fish brains, so she's Tuna. It's a better fit for her.
Fish
Oh,
brains,
that's
huh?
disgusting. Yeah, number 1 is Luna, which I thought was funny. Lindsay.
I walk a dog named Luna.
Yep. Then we have Bella,
Yeah.
Daisy, Lucy, Lily. Then we have Lola. Then we have Zoe. Then we have Sadie. Carrie's
Sadie.
dog's name?
Yes, Carrie's dog's name
I
is
had a dog
Sadie.
named Sadie growing up.
Oh,
She was
really?
a demon, but she was so cute.
Then we have Stella.
Stella
that name.
feels like a sheepdog's name,
Hmm.
you know,
Like
Yeah.
a farm
like
dog.
on the farm.
Like
Yeah.
a,
You know?
yeah,
Mm.
like an Australian Shepherd.
Yeah.
And then we have Bailey. Which I
Bailey,
thought was
my
interesting.
cousins have a dog called Bailey, but it's a boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Really?
It's such a gorgeous dog.
I need to confess, Stella is on my like baby girls named list.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, but
I
Well-
guess I gotta take it off. Now it's a freaking dog name.
Well, you could be a baby's name.
I think Stella is so pretty.
Millie's my dog, and my other cousin has a daughter named Millie.
Really?
I like Millie.
Yeah.
I like the name Millie too.
Yeah, I feel like that suits her. But it says Max is now number 2 after a decade on top. So
Wow.
Max was number 1 until this year, until Charlie
Jolly.
took over,
Okay.
which is crazy. So, pretty interesting. Next thing is
Did you scroll down in that article and look at the 90s dog names that are trending up?
90s dog name.
Yeah, if you go back in that article and scroll down a bit,
Oh,
Oh wow,
some
yeah.
of those are awful.
Drew Barrymore.
Furby.
Elanus?
Ginger
Alanus? I don't know how to say that one. Ginger Spice. Leonardo Dog Caprio.
No.
That's cute, Lindsay says. So it must have been popular back then to name them after like pop stars, because there's Fergie, Shakira,
It's Furby.
Furby.
As in the toy.
Oh, Furby.
Those toys were scary.
Terrifying.
Well, speaking of that toy, should we go to the nostalgic section?
Yes.
So this is a reoccurring section that we've been doing where I find these TikToks that go over or just go through a bunch of nostalgic stuff, and I personally love them. I think you guys like them as well, or am I crazy?
No, they're fantastic.
Yeah, they're lots of fun.
Okay, so if you want to cut to my screen, Taylor, things only 90s kids will remember, and it's got Blockbuster, it's got Playboy, it's got Bon Jovi. What is this image? VHS. So let's go through them. So Here's the first one. Do you guys remember these?
Oh
No.
yeah.
I feel
Never
like I
had
saw
any.
them on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Moon shoes?
Yeah.
Never had any.
Moon shoes.
I always wanted to try 'em.
Anti-gravity shoes, moon shoes. That's a song.
Was that the jingle?
Yeah,
Oh,
on the
really?
TV.
Yeah, these I definitely remember. And I believe we had some growing up. We have
Oh, those are. I
sock
didn't.
and boppers.
Yep.
Same
We
thing.
had
I just
those.
remember the jingle.
You had those?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
On the box for soft, safe fun.
Yeah, right.
Soft, safe fun.
You
Nice.
get knocked in your
Stacking.
face. That's like the
Yeah.
only place they hit you.
Then we have Super Simon, which I have no idea what
I
this
played
is.
Simon, but not Super
I've
Simon.
never
What
seen
is
that in
it?
my life.
It like the lights will like beep beep beep, and you have to remember. It's like a
That's
bop it,
right.
It's like
kinda.
Simon Says.
Oh.
You just have to remember and it gets longer and longer. And
Yeah.
you have to remember
So
the
you have to
colors.
remember beep 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 beep.
You have to remember the order and,
Mhm.
and redo it.
Yes,
Interesting. Yeah, I don't remember that.
Furby.
No.
Furby.
I can't believe Furby's on here.
So, a little story about Furby.
Let's hear it.
I was a little bit of a snooper as a kid.
That
And
does
I
not
w-
surprise me at all.
Really?
No.
So I like to go a snooping. And I knew my mom had bought Easter presents. And so I was like, Mom's gone. I'm going to go find my Easter presents early. And I go a snooping and I go in her closet where she always hid the presents. And I found a Furby. And I was pumped. And so the next day, I was like, oh, I'm really sick, Mom. Faking sick. And it was Easter, and usually she would give us no, it wasn't Easter, but I'm trying to remember what the time frame was, but we were going to get the presents after school. So I was like, I'm a brilliant person. I'm just going to fake sick so I don't go to school and get my present early so that I could get my Furby. And that was probably like my favorite toy for,
She gave it to you?
yeah.
That's a nice
Wow,
mom.
that worked.
I would have.
What do you mean?
I
She
would have.
thought I was sick, and
I
she's
know,
like,
but
what
I
will
would
cheer him
I would
up."
have said, "Oh well, you can wait till your siblings get home."
Really?
That's not fair.
You're right. Your siblings have to go to school, and you get to stay home and get a toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they should be smarter than me.
I don't know. I
You
feel
held
like I
your
would
mom
know.
hostage.
That's my Furby story. And it got to a point where it would kind of scare me. Like at night, it would just be
Yes.
like, woohoo, hello. And I'd be like, please leave me alone. I'm scared.
I'll go to school. I'm sorry.
So I would like go and put it like, hide it away from my room because I was so scared of it. 'Cause
It
it
is
would
weird
talk
that
at
it just
night.
wouldn't turn off. Just random.
I know.
I don't think we ever had Furbies. I mean, I'm sure
In
they
the
were
UK, you're saying?
I'm sure they were in England, but like my family never had.
You
them.
never had a Furby?
Nah.
Did you guys all have a Furby?
No, they
My
were
s-
terrifying.
My sister might have had one, but I don't really remember. I just knew what they were.
I think my friend had one.
I never wanted one.
Really?
They're too
They're too
Creepy.
young.
Yeah.
maybe.
You guys are young.
Did you have? I had the eye dog thing, like the.
Yeah, I
Oh
love
my
the eye dog.
goodness.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That brought back weird feelings in me.
I know.
Okay, the next one is Tamagotchi.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Don't get me started. I've been trying to
Don't
get one
get me started.
and play one, but Taylor was like, "You don't need to go play with the Tamagotchi." But they brought them back, and I want to go get one so bad.
You want to go get a Tamagotchi?
Yeah, they have more. Like I
still
still have
sell
mine.
'em?
They brought them back, and at least somewhere I saw somebody getting them. But yeah, I still have mine too.
Wow.
I never
Cameron
had
just-
one.
I did not play Tamagotchi.
You never had one, Taylor?
No, I did not.
I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. It's like a pet, right?
Don't you have to like feed
And
it?
you have to
and stuff?
feed it and like play with it so that it doesn't die.
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah, and you like take care of its poop, and you take it to like you
Sounds like so much fun.
you pick it up.
It's like work.
It's so awesome. It's like
When I was in elementary, honestly, I thought, no disrespect, I just thought kids with Tamagotchis at recess were just kind of weird.
Dang, shots fired.
I see how it
After
is.
Meg just said how much she loves
I know that was
I'm-
like a 12 moment when I was
I'm-
like 12.
I'm
Like I got
just sharing.
so excited.
I'm just sharing my opinion. I was in elementary.
You don't have to shit on other people when you share your
I'm
own
just
opinion.
telling you that I thought it was strange.
I had a
They're
similar
fun.
thing to a Tamagotchi.
Sims?
Nintendogs.
No.
Oh.
You guys definitely never. This is so meta. So I got a box of Captain Crunch cereal. And in it came a game for a computer. And so I was like, cool, a free game with cereal. And in that game, you had like a pet that you would take care of, kind of like a Tamagotchi. And I took care of that pet for probably a full year.
Nice.
This Captain Crunch pet.
I think you mean Horatio Crunch.
Yeah,
Oh
Horatio.
my.
And even my friends would be like, I can't remember the pet's name. And they would come and help
Charlie?
me take care of the pet. We would play, Charlie. And all of a sudden, the game just stopped working. Out of nowhere. So I don't know what
Sad.
happened.
Rest
Charlie's-
in peace, Charlie.
He went to the
Really
ether.
sad.
I don't know what happened.
Well,
Wait, what about
R.I.P.
Webkins? Did you guys take care
Oh.
of Webkins?
I don't know
I
what
have
that
no
was.
I
idea.
had
there they are.
more than I can possibly count. I still, to
I
this
had-
day, can recite the curio shop.
Oh my yes.
I have no idea what you guys
Me
are
neither.
Howdy,
Me
partner.
neither.
Welcome back. To
Welcome to the curio shop. Let me see what I can offer.
yes. We have to watch a video of it.
NPC.
Search that right
gotta
now.
find it.
I need
Search
to
what? I still don't know what you're talking about.
Webkins Curio Shop.
Howdy, partner.
There he
Welcome
is.
to the curio shop.
Webkins Curio Shop. What in the world is this?
Mysterio Shop?
That is so weird. This doesn't look
Oh my
familiar
gosh.
at all.
Hope you find what you're looking for.
Can I come up? Can
Yeah.
I come to your screen?
Yep, you're good.
YouTube. Yes.
That's it?
Yes.
There
you
it
need
is.
to hear what he says. Oh my
I don't want to
gosh.
get claimed in case it's copyrighted,
fair.
but interesting.
Well,
But there's
it's
that
awesome.
throwback.
I didn't play Webkins, but I did have a Millsberry account.
I don't know what that is.
It was awesome. That was my
Pillsbury?
Millsberry.
Oh,
I'm so
Pillsbury.
lost in this discussion.
And I had a Club
you
Penguin.
don't know about Webkins.
I have no
Club
idea.
Penguin, yeah.
Club
My-
Penguin was elite, man.
I'm gonna order a Tamagotchi right now just so Taylor
Do
has to
it.
deal with
You
me playing
can
with the
you can play
Tamagotchi
it now.
all
I was just telling you when I was in elementary school, when I was 10 years old, I thought it was a little strange.
Okay, if you want to cut back to me, I've got the next one here.
Whoa.
Is that a Nintendog?
I don't know. I
The way
can't
its
remember what it
ears
was
move.
called.
What is that, Maggie?
But I
Do
had
you know what
one
that
of
is?
these.
Yeah.
me
sure.
too. I had one of these for
You
sure
did?
as well. Yeah.
Yeah. And the bone, you'd put it in
looks
its
like
mouth
it's a
and it would, like, bark.
poochie.
It's a what?
Poochie.
Poochie. According to the
Poochie.
little bone.
Gooey cheese?
Yeah. Ooh.
Ew,
Oh.
Maggie.
Oh.
What the?
What the f-
Oh,
Cut that
what
out.
was that?
I'm
that
not
out.
cutting that.
Dude, I
No.
don't know. I was looking at a Tamagotchi. I just said what I heard. I don't know.
Pooey cheese.
All right, let's move on quick. So,
Oh, I hated these.
you hated troll dolls?
Uh-huh. They're so ugly. I hated them.
Yeah,
I
they
just
are
remember
kinda
these.
scary.
Aren't they in Toy Story?
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
they are.
They are.
These were
Okay.
always in my grandma's toy drawer in her kitchen. You
Yeah.
know?
Yep.
The hair texture too
Oh,
was a little. I didn't like it.
They like change colors as you play with them because you just have
Uh-huh.
dirty hands on them all the time.
Ooh. Whoa.
Oh yeah, I had one
Oh
of those.
yeah.
Yes.
Whoa.
I would play with that right now. I love that game.
Oh, I know. These were awesome.
That's a beach memory too.
That took
Oh
me
yeah.
back.
Because if I remember right, this was Velcro,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
right, and the ball would stick to the Velcro.
Mhm.
But why not just
Are them
catch it
sharks?
with your hand, you know?
True.
Does nothing for
Why
me.
do I know
Are those?
this?
I
know
feel like
these
I
look
recognize
so
it.
familiar.
Yeah.
Shark heads, I think, is what they were called. Maybe.
They
But
look
one of them's the
terrifying.
one
Wasn't
on the
there, like,
bottom
a
right
TV
is
show that was like.
the one on the bottom right is a dino.
Yeah, and that
Really?
other one's a killer whale.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's the one I remember is the killer whale.
it looks
the killer
familiar,
whale is,
but I have no idea what they were called or what it was from. But, dude,
Huh.
Oh, I had so many Beanie
I
Babies.
tried-
Beanie Babies
I love the
was
Beanie
my
Babies.
life.
And they had
I
names,
tried to get
and it
Beanie
was so
Babies
cute.
for Jaden's birthday because it was a 90s themed birthday.
And
But they just don't look the same. They all have like huge eyes, and I didn't like them, so I didn't get any. And I tried to look up like original ones, but they're kind of expensive to get an original one.
yeah, this makes me think of my grandma would play the piano at the hospital near our house. And every time we go there, I'd get a Beanie Baby from the little shop.
Cute.
But I had, this is not even exaggeration, I probably had 100 Beanie Babies at one
Wow.
point.
Wow.
And I remember thinking, like, these are going to be worth so much.
Should have kept them.
See
'Cause
that?
now you can't even find them.
See that monkey at the very bottom?
Yep.
That was my dog. His name
You
was
had that one?
His name
We
was
had
Bongo.
quite a few of those. I can name a few. We had the hippo.
Remember
the
when I was
dog,
looking
we
for
had
Bongo a
the
little while ago?
lobster.
Yes.
That's him.
We had the lobster. I remember the lobster. Yeah, Beanie Babies were awesome. Like, I loved our Beanie Babies. And we had so many. And there were some that were, like, limited edition. So it'd say, like, 1 out of 500 released. You know? And
Wow.
that was the thing. They were supposed to be worth a ton and be collectible later on. And there was even, I remember seeing a video of a couple that got divorced. And they had to sit in court and decide who got which Beanie Babies.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, so they'd be like, I want the penguin. Well, I want the lion. And they would like sit there
they
and
had a
divvy it
Beanie
up
Baby
in
draft.
the court of law.
Yeah, I
That's
tried to get the
crazy.
pig,
That is
and I think the
amazing.
turtle, because those both
Oh,
came
look
out
at
in
that
Oh, the
pelican.
1992.
turtle was awesome.
Well, that came out in 1992, 1993, which is why I was going to try and get it for your birthday, but I couldn't find it.
That pelican above the monkey at
Yeah.
the bottom is awesome. Oh, there's
So
one right there
cool.
too. But the one at the bottom looks like he has a hat on. Right above the
Oh,
monkey.
wow. I think that might be someone. That's the dog's
Oh.
ear on top of
They
it.
should
but
have a hat.
I remember we had the koala bear, I think.
We
We
had that
had dogs and cats, tons of those ones. But yeah, so cool.
The shark toys were called Street Sharks, and there was a
Street
cartoon.
That's right.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it tonight too.
That's your homework.
Yep.
Okay, this next one is the Bumble or Rumble Ball.
I think
Bumble.
that's a B.
Do you remember these?
We
I
didn't
don't
have
at
one.
all,
My friend
Really?
did.
It would like go crazy. Like you throw it on the ground and it would just like bounce all over the place on its own.
Dang.
Okay,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Buzz is my dog.
Buzz.
Still thriving today.
Still
Yep.
thriving.
This
what
one
came
again.
first, Buzz Lightyear or Toy Story? Is that a dumb question?
I think.
Did he exist outside of
No.
the Toy Story
No.
world? Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's what Lightyear is. At the beginning of Lightyear, it says this is the movie that Andy watched in 1995.
Oh,
So
that
they
is
went like
cute.
meta with it.
I did love this toy because it had the laser beam.
Yeah.
that you could push the button right here and shoot a laser.
I was
out of.
Buzz for Halloween like 4 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Buzz. Then we have this one again for the 3rd time. And yeah, I played with this toy for
Yeah.
so long.
I had me one of those.
Yep.
Oh.
Do you
Oh,
remember
those are
these?
awesome.
Loved these
The
Are those
things.
Really?
from, are they from a
Cereal,
cereal?
I think.
Wow.
Cereal. I remember getting them out of like a coin
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah.
You know.
Man, let's talk about coin machines. Those were awesome. How many tattoos did I get out of a coin
Yes.
machine? How many times did I put a coin in an NFL sticker one, hoping to get a 49er
Okay.
one? And every time, I don't think I ever
We
got
had
one.
the same childhood because the NFL sticker. Let me tell you a story I was about to tell. I remember going to the coffee shop with my dad, and they had a little machine there, and you could get these football helmet stickers.
Yes,
out
that's
of
what it was.
And I'm like, "Okay, whichever team I get." It's going to be my team for the rest of my life. And
Wow.
this is when I was probably like 8 or 9 years old, right? So I go up to that, put the coin in, turn it,
Here we go.
spits out that white card
Yeah,
that
the
would
white
fold.
card.
Oh yeah.
And you're like,
And I'm like, which
What was
team is
it?
my team? And I open that baby up,
The
Broncos.
Cleveland Browns.
the Bengals.
What?
It was the Bengals. And I
And
said,
they-
nah.
yeah, and then they proceeded
another
to
coin in.
then they proceeded to suck for
They were terrible. so I was
18
like,
more years.
No way am I picking the Bengals. Oh, that's
I feel
funny.
like all the old bad teams are starting to like the Dolphins. How horrible were they? And now all of a sudden they're really good.
Yeah, they were bad for a long time, but they are the only team to ever go undefeated. 1972.
And the Browns were horrible for a long time.
Yep, I
Yeah.
hate the Browns.
But yeah, these I could feel it in my hand because it was like weighted, right? These,
Yeah,
like,
they
these
rattled
things.
a little
They
bit.
like rattle in the movement of them.
Yeah,
Here's this. I have no idea.
I don't
don't
know
know
what that is
either.
either.
Video now, color FX.
No.
Nope, don't know.
those were all.
Dude. No idea on this one.
Me either.
Those were
You
awesome.
like
Oh my
sit on
word,
it and
the
you spin
injuries
yourself around.
that came
Oh
from
yeah,
this.
it looks.
Oh.
I picture it smaller. It
I'd
looks
get
like
going
it's smaller.
so
Man,
fast.
you guys got to get Fletch one of those.
No way. These are probably banned.
They should be.
I would sit on that thing and just rip it.
Spin.
And little did I know how much that toy would prep me for Disneyland. Being on the teapots.
Oh yeah.
Just spinning so
I cannot
hard.
do the
Would you ever like
I can't
take
really
the
do
top off and just use your hands and like? What?
I didn't know the top could come off.
Yeah, I didn't
You
either.
guys, you missed out on some of the best parts
Spinning.
of this toy. And then you'd get, because if you took the top off, you could get two people to sit on it, and then you could just
Oh,
go
really?
crazy. Yep.
Yeah, I love this. Like, I remember vividly. Probably one of my oldest
I almost
memories is
blasted
this.
off on one of those. Like I got spinning.
And I'd put it on the hardwood floor and just freaking get ripping on it.
I have no idea.
You have no
No.
idea.
We
Oh.
actually need to
It's
buy
the
one so Harry
best.
can ride it.
Dude.
We do. Wait,
How
can
did
that
they
be on?
even sell them?
eBay, I'm sure.
A sit and spin.
Sit
Probably
and
for
spin,
$1 million.
man.
Mine
but
didn't
yeah.
look like that though. Ours was like white and
Yep.
pink.
Mine was pale yellow.
Okay. Next one is Heelys.
Oh yeah, I have a pair.
I know what they were, but I never had Heelys.
My
I-
sister
Oh my
broke her
gosh.
wrist on Heelys.
Oh no.
She what?
She broke her wrist using Heelys. We were going to the pub. Kids were allowed at pubs. Disclaimer.
I'm like, what?
For like Sunday lunch or something.
This was like last year?
No.
She's wearing her Heelys.
And we were. It's crazy because I'm pretty sure we were crossing the street as well as she, and she just heeled a bit too hard and landed on her wrist. Boom.
That's
Broken.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kind of like Taylor
What?
with Tamagotchis. I felt like the kids that had Heelys were a little weird.
I feel like the kids that had Heelys where I was from
Did
were
you
like,
have Heelys bag?
She just said a second ago that she loved them.
I have Heelys at my house right now. I could have worn them to work today.
You guys are just
For the
shitting
love.
on Meg today.
It
go
was
hang
kind
out
of
with
like a
Fletcher.
dirty thing to me.
I feel like the kids that had
You never
Heelys
went
in
to
my school
Walmart
were
with your
always the
mom with your Heelys. You don't
skater
know.
kids.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But those
I-
kids I didn't think were weird, those skater kids.
I begged my mom for Heelys, and
I
I
did
was
not.
a minute ago. I was just gonna say I was the only kid in the planet to not ever get Heelys, but then you said he didn't, and then you took it another step and said you think they're dumb.
I didn't say that.
I
just
definitely
said-
wanted them.
You guys don't know what it's like going to Walmart with your mom with your Heelys, where there's no cracks in the ground. There's no bumping at all.
Is that
It's just
an S
straight
tier place to ride the
the
Heelys?
best place for your Heelys. And the worker would yell at you, and you would be like, "Sorry," and you'd start tiptoeing for a second, and then you just hop right back on your Heelys.
But you can walk normal with those, right? Or no?
you put a
Not if
stopper
they're
in.
in.
Do you have to de-wheel?
Yeah, and then we would go to school in our Heelys.
Oh, you
and
literally
then-
have to take the wheel
Yeah, you have
out
to
and
take
like
your
put it in
wheels
your
out.
pocket.
You have to pop them out with a little tool.
Are you serious?
I'm
Yeah,
dying.
There's like a little.
I
red
thought they were
tool
just
you
always
pop 'em out
there.
and plug
Nope,
them
you
up.
gotta have a full toolkit,
You gotta
Bust
pop
it
them.
out.
You gotta pop them out.
have a storage
No,
unit for it.
I bought like this chore chart, and I said, "Mom, please." Well, she probably bought it for me, but if I do all this, can I please get Heelys? And I never got them. So
Tragic.
Yeah,
That
was funny.
Heartbreaking.
What's next?
I want to
Hit
get
me
some
again.
and try them out.
Okay, this
Oh.
next one.
Oh yeah.
Is that a squirt gun?
oh, that's dope.
My brother
No,
had this.
I have one of these.
It's pretty much a silly string
Oh.
canister
Oh man.
in it, and this was so cool.
So cool.
Like when my parents got me this, I was like,
It's
my parents are the coolest.
I think I used all of the silly string on day one.
Oh,
that I got it.
easily, yeah.
You know, like
And then it just starts sputtering.
yeah, and
The-
then you
the
gotta
can.
get, you gotta
How
get
annoying
more.
for parents.
Then you can't
parents
web
have to
sling
put up with a
anymore.
lot.
Yeah, I remember being in the backyard just shooting everything with silly string. Okay. These,
Yep.
My goodness, I
Magnets.
loved these.
I love magnets. I was a magnets kid.
I still love magnets.
There you go.
If I was offered these, if I saw these at a store, I would probably buy them.
Like the two dark gray
Yeah.
magnets. My brother
That you
always
threw
has.
up,
Yes.
And
and
just
they
like-
made the noise.
super shiny.
I don't even know what they're called.
Oh no.
But there were just two gray ones.
It's like
Yeah.
dark grey.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like egg shaped
Metallic.
almost.
Cool. That was it. So,
Also, do you remember that? I gotta say one more. That like ball that they said like would flow if you like.
yes.
It's
My-
like the
we bought
mirror
it.
ball. You're like,
Santa brought it to our family for Christmas and it did not work. So
you have to be like a trickster with it.
Gosh
it's like a floaty ball. I don't even know what it was called, but
Okay. That was fun. Memory lane is so fun.
Yeah, love
I
that.
enjoy those a lot.
I hope you guys had
No.
fun down memory lane.
You didn't have fun this time?
I did. But
She was ganged up on. She
Yeah.
was viciously attacked.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
All right,
going to
let's
work.
move on. So we have report back. So last week we said we were all going to watch Loki.
Loki.
And at the time, Taylor had not watched any of the show.
Well, I had seen season 1.
Season 1, but we're
Mhm.
talking season 2
Yes,
mainly, right?
yes.
And you hadn't seen season 2 at the time.
Yes.
And he got the job done. He did it. He binge watched all of it. What, yesterday alone?
In one sitting, yeah.
Oh my
cow.
goodness.
Yeah, he was grinding. He
Dedication.
didn't even eat dinner. He just sat there and watched it all night long.
Well, we had a huge lunch. I wasn't hungry.
He did it all for you folks. So,
So I'm here so I don't get mad at my friends for spoiling anything for me.
and what I'm going to do,
Spoiler alert for
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
that hasn't
I was
seen
just
it.
about to say, so if you haven't watched it and you're wanting to skip this section, we put timestamps and just skip past this. So, yeah, what was everyone's thoughts? I'm wearing my second Marvel shirt. Today. My thoughts, honestly, were that it was amazing. It felt like the old MCU kind of quality of
I
story
agree.
writing and production. Like, it just felt like the MCU again, because I feel like they've been in a huge lull lately. And this got me buzzing again.
I thought it was actually even better than season 1.
I think so
Really?
too.
Yeah,
I think so too.
yeah.
Here's my problem I have with the multiverse, though.
Oh, Lindsay. Don't
I'm
be
probably
devil's
going to be on
advocate.
board with you here.
I just don't like it because they're not consistent. Because, like, with the Spider-Man, you know, or even, like, the new Spider-Man about Gwen Stacy, whatever, but in original Spider-Man, there was no Gwen Stacy.
What are you talking about?
She's in the comics.
Yeah.
But she's not in the first movie. So if you're not a comic nerd,
Wait, what do you mean?
But that's
first
a
movie?
different-
like with
the
Toby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's in the movie with the other two. So it's like their stories are all different. So it's like if it's a multiverse and they all have similar things happen, I feel like it has to be more consistent.
Here's how it works. It's a multiverse, meaning anything can happen, but there's things called, this is so nerdy, there's things called a nexus event, right? Which are things that happen in every universe, no matter what.
Gwen Stacy is in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
Who
she
is
is.
Yeah,
She's
she's the blonde that he goes to the bar with when he has the
That's
Venom symbiote.
right.
She's in the
Yeah.
movie.
She tries to scoop him up.
Lindsay.
He
in the
uses
third
her
movie.
to make
I
Which
Edge.
movie?
No, I always think that too, though. That's why I can't really.
Is
follow
she
very well.
in the
There's so
emo
many things.
Spider-Man movie?
Yeah, Spider-Man
Oh.
3, which has aged like fine wine.
Yep.
Great movie.
Mhm.
Also, though, Loki isn't really involved in the multiverse. It's more.
But there's
But-
multiple Lokis, so I mean that kind of
But-
is like a multiverse.
But it's more from like, yeah, but not so much. It's more timeline related than
But how are
Then
those?
But isn't
universe
that kind of
related.
how? Isn't that like the multiverse though?
kind of, but not really.
That's what I'm saying. It's just so confusing, and it's just so much goes into
it's
it that it's like
awesome.
it's just a lot to handle.
Yeah, I agree with you, Lindsay. It's like
I don't
it makes
like
it feel
it.
like there's not enough parameters. It's like when someone makes like a magic system and they can
Right.
just do whatever they want. That's how
Yeah.
it feels.
Yeah,
to
and
me.
I don't like that.
And so then anything can go, right? So there's no like real consequences because there's just another timeline where
Yeah.
it's fine.
But I feel like they do such a good job at explaining it in Loki.
I had to watch it twice to get it. The first season.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the multiverse aspect because it brings together all the things that are like nostalgic to me.
Yeah.
Like seeing Tobey Maguire and
I liked that
Garfield.
movie.
Andrew
I just
Garfield
a lot of it didn't
and
make sense because
Tom
then
Holland.
well, and they have the one newscaster guy that's in like
Yeah, he's
all
a
of
Nexus
them.
event.
James Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, that movie was like,
I can't
It
even
was
explain
good.
to you.
It was good. I just don't like the idea of a multiverse.
I can't even explain to you the feeling I had
it was,
seeing Tobey Maguire come through that portal.
that was one
In
of the
that
greatest
movie.
moments of my
Facts,
whole
though.
life.
Like-
I have the chills right now.
Like, I literally almost cried.
I did
as
too.
embarrassing as that is.
No,
Me and
that's
Jane
great.
argue about
It is crazy.
Toby Maguire because I don't like Toby Maguire.
No, Tobey Maguire is king.
He is king.
He is our Lord and Savior of the MCU. He is everything.
No.
You know they're saying he might come back.
Please.
There's rumors that I can't remember who it's.
Andrew.
No, there's rumors that Tobey Maguire and what the fuck is Wolverine's name?
Hugh
Hugh
Jackman.
Hugh
Jackman.
Jackman are gonna be in Secret Wars and like lead
That would be
the new
That would
Avengers.
be.
That would-
How crazy!
I would
That would-
implode.
that would
Yeah,
send
do you know what I
me.
mean? The two of them just leading all the new characters in that is
Oh.
crazy.
Oh,
Come on, Kevin.
Both
Come
of
Come
them
on,
just-
Kevin.
you
Do
know what
it.
we all want,
Kevin, you know what we
Feige.
want. We don't want She-Hulk. We don't want Daredevil. We don't want.
I like Daredevil.
I do.
actually,
Okay, I do like
so-
Daredevil. Sorry, Charlie. But man, Kevin,
Yeah.
come on.
But no, as far as Loki, I felt like it's just so cool to see from the first Avengers with him
Yes,
and Thor.
Yeah.
and there was so
Like
many
his character was
references.
terrible in those movies. Like,
Yeah.
So many references to those movies
Uh-huh.
in the finale
and
too.
he was so hated and like such a villain. There was no good to him, right? And the way that they were able to take this series and like, he's like one of my favorite
Yeah.
Oh, his character
Marvel
arc is
characters
phenomenal.
now. You
Yeah.
know, and like I'm getting chills now just thinking about at the end of the final episode of this season 2, he's like going through, he's helping all the timelines, and his old suit appears on him with the horns and
in like the
cape.
classic style. Yeah,
And I was like, man, what a cool character arc
Yeah.
for a villain.
Oh, and the whole episode before as well, he's like scared of being alone.
Yeah.
You know, he's scared of being alone. He wants to be with his friends, but like he makes that unselfish decision and literally has to be alone for the rest of his eternity.
Yep.
And it's like, damn, Loki.
And he says like, I
Crazy.
don't want anything to do with the throne.
Yeah.
And then in the end, when he grabs the timelines, he gets his throne.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I just thought it was just
It was
I'm
so
just,
well
poetic.
done.
I'm just sad
Yeah.
that Loki's not going to be in anything anymore.
Oh, but
Yeah,
he probably will.
Yeah.
Multiverse.
because
Yeah.
it'll
there's
probably end
always
up.
a chance, and
it-
that's why I love the multiverse.
Speaking
Yeah.
of leading the Avengers, it could end up being like Kang was controlling his version of the timeline or whatever,
Yep.
but now Loki's in control, so it could end up being like a Kang v Loki
Yeah.
type situation.
Yeah, it's like they said at the end, like they're trying to find all of He Who Remains' variants,
Yep.
but they can't find all of them. So some of them are obviously already turning into Kangs and stuff. And when that happens, like it's just gonna be a big old battle at the end. It's gonna be so good. And I seen a thing where it's like they're turning some of the best characters into the Infinity Stones effectively. It's like Loki is effectively the reason the time stone is green. right?
Oh.
Wanda at the end of Multiverse of Madness with all that red energy is effectively why the Reality Stone is red. And there's
Oh.
going to be a representation for all of these.
That's cool.
And it's going to be... That's what
That's cool.
I have big nerd outs with my brothers after this. And yeah.
That's cool.
So I think he'll be in the... He has to be.
Yeah.
You know, he has to tie back into it for when...
Yeah, I doubt this is the last time we see Loki.
Yeah.
That would be...
I was just going to add in terms of the show, like, it was awesome. Like, obviously, I watched the whole thing yesterday. Owen Wilson is great. Love having Owen Wilson in the
Wilson's
show.
amazing.
He's awesome.
How do you say his name? Ki
Hui Kwan
Yeah.
or something like that.
Him being back.
Ouroboros.
Yeah,
Yeah.
him being back in Hollywood is great for Hollywood.
Yeah.
After his being a child actor and coming back, such a
He
great
smashed it,
character.
too.
Smashed it.
I feel like I couldn't imagine Ouroboros being played by anyone
Yeah.
else. He was
Yeah.
so good.
Such a good character. He killed it.
I didn't really like
Majors,
no, what's her fucking name?
Sylvie.
Yes, she was a little bit annoying in this one to me, but I get it though. I get
feel
her
like
character.
Her character arc definitely didn't
Yeah,
go where I was thinking.
So sad.
yeah,
Yeah, because she was so prominent in the first one. I
Yeah.
feel like she just was like more of a side character.
yeah,
I thought for sure Loki was gonna have to kill her.
Yeah, I did
yeah.
too.
Me too.
That
Yeah.
whole ending scene was awesome. Like when he learns to freaking beep, beep, beep.
Yeah,
time jump
it's facts,
everywhere.
though.
Yeah,
It's
that was
crazy
cool.
though that He Who Remains legit like planned it all, even dying.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
mad, but
Yeah, I think for me, Marvel, like, so growing up, I was into sports and manly stuff, you know? But I had, like, this one friend who I could nerd out with growing up. And it was, like, my favorite thing to do. And we'd, like, nerd out about Mythbusters or nerd out about comics, you know? And I definitely was missing that. So then when Marvel came out, it definitely like filled that nerd void that I needed, right? Where I like, it's cool to like Marvel, you know? They
Yeah.
made it cool.
Those
and-
were some great times back then. Like I remember when I heard that a Captain America movie was coming out, I was like, whoa. Like little did we know what the plans were.
Yeah.
But like
honestly,
when Captain America was coming out, I was all, they're making movies for all these heroes. This is really cool.
So cool.
And then it just kept building.
yeah.
I was watching a Tom Hiddleston interview, and it made me think, like, because I don't know if you guys knew this, but he initially auditioned for Thor.
Yes.
Mm.
Like, imagine if he was Thor, you know? Like,
That
how
would be
wrong does that
crazy.
feel?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He's a beautiful man.
I love him
Oh,
so
yeah.
Oh,
That
do
reminds
not get
me-
started on Tom Hiddleston.
I have
him.
weird tangents.
love him.
But guess who was gonna
Him and
be
Andrew Garfield.
Aragorn
Oh, yeah.
in Lord of the Rings?
I
Who?
need to look at his face.
There was a lot of options, but Nicolas Cage was one of the
No.
options. Can you
That would be
That would have been
imagine?
awesome.
No
That
way.
would have been awesome.
He does not have the
No.
essence needed.
What was the movie recently where Nicolas Cage made a Superman return?
The Flash.
Yes.
But he didn't even know about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said he found out, like, I can't remember how it happened, but he didn't go on set and, like, act for it. But yeah, he was in it.
Yeah. Crazy.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
'Cause he was
No,
supposed to be
Loki, Tom
Superman.
Hiddleston,
And
he
had
did
this
amazing.
awful suit.
Oh.
And they made it. He featured in like a multiverse thing in the newest Flash movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They went multiverse with it as well.
Wow. I can't get into DC as much, but the newest Batman with
Pattinson?
Robert
Oh,
Pattinson.
yeah, that's so
That good. was good.
The second one's coming out next year. So
Do you remember when we watched the Batman with what's his name? Ben Affleck.
Oh.
and it was the
Was it
director's cut.
was it Justice League? Wonder Woman's in it.
Yeah, Justice
But
League.
she does feature in Batman vs Superman too.
And the Flash at the end. Is it the Flash? The guy
that would
runs
be
fast?
Justice League then.
That was really good actually. During that last scene where they're like cars are crashing and he's like running around. I got chills during that whole scene at the end.
Did you watch the Snyder cut?
That's what she's talking
that's the one we watched.
Yeah. That one's so much better than the. It's so long.
It was
but
long.
It's so
it
good,
was
though.
good. It
Honestly,
was really good.
I don't even like those types of movies. Like, I could watch. I'd rather they just do it longer.
Yeah.
You know.
Do it long
And,
and make
like,
it good.
Yeah, like it just had everything, whereas the other one just missed so much. You know.
Bad news about Batman though. It got pushed back to October 2025.
Dang.
It did.
Part 2, yeah.
Because of the strikes.
Yeah.
Heartbreak.
That is a
I really
letdown.
like the
They hate
first
us.
one because he's like a serial killer and it's like an episode of Criminal Minds.
Yeah, it gave me that like old detective type movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
and
a true crime.
The cast in that was just great
Yeah.
too.
So good.
Colin Farrell as Penguin
Yeah.
He did awesome.
was amazing.
Okay. Well, if you skip that whole section because you didn't want spoilers,
made it
welcome
through.
back.
We made it through.
Meg's like,
Meg
finally.
is so over
Meg-
this conversation.
I got freaking roasted for having Heelys and Tamagotchis,
And
and
then
then I
she has
got
to sit
booted
through
out of
that.
the combo because you talked about Marvel for
poor
so
Maggie.
long.
Well, maybe
We're gonna
you should have
get there.
watched it then.
Maggie,
I don't-
we're gonna have some glorious
I have-
times because we're gonna watch the entirety of Marvel. She hasn't seen Endgame, none of it, and it's gonna be so fun when we finally watch it.
We've watched them all like in sequential order twice now, and Jane wants to do it again. But I'm like, I just don't know if I can commit to that because there's the
Oh,
ones
you
that you
can.
just don't like, and I'm like, I just want to skip over those ones.
I don't know if I can commit to that. I'd rather try to do Harry Potter again.
You have to read Harry Potter first.
I really
you know
sound
the rules.
lame.
All right, we got to move on because we don't no spoilers, okay? So if you're rejoining, welcome back. As far as our report back, I saw a TikTok today and thought it would be perfect if it's available here, which is up in the air, okay? So if you want to switch to me, Taylor,
That looks
KFC
disgusting.
just released their Christmas special, and it's called the Stuffing Tower Burger.
That looks gross.
No way.
That-
I
Gross.
think
Little
it's
wild.
a UK thing. I don't think it's a US thing.
I was wondering that because the URL was .uk.
Yeah.
So,
Look at the pound sign in the top right corner.
yeah, it's a Stuffing Tower Burger, and it doesn't have one, has two fillets. It has sage and onion stuffing patty. So at the top here, that's just stuffing.
Ew.
Oh.
No way. And then burger dressing, lettuce, cheese, and a spicy cranberry sauce to
What is
top it off.
Burger
Well,
dressing.
Harry, have
Harry.
someone taste it.
So, Harry,
What's
Hi.
burger dressing?
Do you want my brother to call in?
can your brother call
My
in
brother would
next
love
week?
to do
That would be
yeah.
amazing.
So it won't be next week. It'll be the week after.
Like a video call so we can see what it actually looks like in person.
Oh, it'll be gone by then. No, I guess if it's a Christmas special, it should be around. So we'll coordinate. But on the next Jaden's Basement, which will be in 2 weeks, we will we'll report back on this. So
Did you ever try the one when they had chicken between two donuts?
No.
Look it up. I had it. It was
Lord, that sounds
it
disgusting.
was weird.
KFC's not my favorite.
Donut chicken KFC.
Donut chicken sandwich. Oh, no.
Ew, that looks
Oh.
disgusting.
Tell me when you find
Americans
it. I'll
are
come
so
back to you.
fat. Really?
It's making me gag.
this is
I
like
mean-
something you could order with
I
donuts.
had it. No, it was chicken between two donuts.
You
Or-
had
I literally tried it.
And
Oh my
It
gosh.
was aight.
I didn't know you had it.
That's right there.
So funny. I can't.
What?
No.
I can't.
I
I mean,
hate
chicken
that.
and
I would
waffles.
just rather eat a donut and
then-
and chicken
Yeah.
separate. That's how I feel
It
about
was
chicken
weird,
and waffles.
But it wasn't gross, but it was.
I mean, I
Those are
guess yeah,
weird.
chicken and waffles. It can't be that different than
Man,
like
they are
sweet and
bold,
salty.
huh? They're willing to
Yeah.
try it all. So yeah, I thought that would be interesting because this thing looks crazy.
Oh, I can't look at food
How do you
anymore.
even get your?
My stomach is growling.
How do you even take a bite?
That's why I wanted to see what it looks like in real life because it's got to be more squished down so you can actually bite it.
That's true.
Oh.
It's always plump
Embellished.
and nice, and then you buy it and it's like half of what it
the
looks
donuts
like.
were huge. On it.
Really?
Yeah, it was a tall.
Did you have to
girthy-
give it the
It was a tall
squeaky
boy?
press?
I had to give it the old. squish
Taylor,
down.
every time he eats a sandwich or a burger, he gives it the
The press
hydraulic press. Just
Okay, so Harry, if you could work your magic.
I will try my best.
Okay. Well, let's jump into.
I really need to go to the bathroom. Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah, go.
Okay.
We'll
Should
just
we
keep
pause?
rolling. All right. What's
Do
that?
you want to pause for 1 sec?
No, let's keep
Okay.
rolling.
Lindsay
Okay.
just pees her pants on the pod.
We've got the tea.
The tea.
Tea.
Spill, spill the tea.
Tea.
The
Tea.
tea. The tea.
Tea.
So, first things first, Taylor Swift. She
Taylor
has
Swift.
just ruled this podcast. I don't
Like
know if
she
we've done an
rules the
episode
world.
Should, yeah.
without talking about Taylor. But recently she was doing a concert in Argentina, I believe. Am I
Yeah,
right?
Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
Yep. And guess who was there?
He was on by. He was there.
Travis Kelce.
Oh.
And there's videos, if you want to cut to me here, there's videos of her. I don't know if it's once she finished the concert or what, but look how
So
cute they
cute.
are.
That's so cute.
Meg has a
know.
closer angle. You should send it to him of that.
There's
Take me a minute
if
to
you
find
the
it,
other
but-
link in there, Jaden. It has a few takes of it.
There's
from
like
different
closer
angles.
angles.
I got it here.
You can
Okay.
see their smooch.
Oh, it's an
my
ad.
gosh,
Not the
ads. All right, cut away. I don't want to give them free ads. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this like a long-term thing now?
I really hope so for them, and they seem cute. I always wonder with celebrities if it's an act, always, but like
know.
Especially this one.
especially
I wonder
this
how real
one.
it is.
The amount of
right?
publicity and money that they're both probably making from this, but they
Like, is
also
this
seem
just a
genuinely
hobby?
happy.
Yeah,
So
like I saw a meme or whatever today, and because the 49ers and the Eagles play each other in 2 weeks, and
Ooh.
it's not the Sunday night football game, and so people have been saying, like, is it going to get flexed to Sunday night? Because the NFL can do that. The Sunday night game that week is Chiefs-Packers, and so the meme or whatever I saw said the NFL's not going to do it because they want to show Taylor Swift 100 times that night because it'll be on
Yeah.
Sunday night football.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
don't
all
know.
about the money.
Okay, I've got the video here. So Taylor and Travis in Argentina.
Cute,
How
cute,
sweet.
cute.
This is love.
How tall is she?
She's tall.
She's.
I don't know.
Let's see. I'll look it up.
She must be pretty tall.
That one's so cute. I
I
love his
know.
smile.
I know. Oh my god.
It's so cute.
She did
We
shout.
can't
Look at everyone's
with the
reaction.
of
Everyone's
everybody.
freaking out, and she also changed lyrics in that concert too.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
In
Yeah, she did.
She, like, what was it? Karma is the guy on the Chiefs coming home
Yeah.
to me.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty cute.
pretty
We'll
cute.
see what
Also,
happens.
she's 5'11".
Cute.
You know, even if
She's
it is just for
5'11"?
fun,
She's
whatever.
5'11".
You
Holy.
know.
I did see a great tweet though, and it was a screenshot of the NFL's Instagram page and Twitter page, and how how it was Taylor Swift and it said Taylor was here.
Yeah.
It was changed to a picture of Josh Dobbs and had
The pasture not.
something about that in his bio, and it's like the only guy that could take Taylor Swift down
From the
end.
bio.
Yeah. So
Wow. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, I'm sure the NFL is freaking pumped
Loving it.
that this is still going on. So, yeah, we'll see where it ends up. It'll be interesting to see if this is a long term. Because could you imagine if they decided to get married?
oh my gosh,
What?
It'd be like the royal wedding.
It
would
would.
be bigger.
Probably bigger.
It
Which
would.
is crazy.
It's true though. Literally, only the majority of people that cared about the royal wedding were Americans, and I feel like
That's awesome.
I feel like more Americans care about Taylor Swift and football than the royal family. So it's
Yeah.
only right that it would be bigger.
So,
You know, I lived near where they got married for the royal wedding, and I just left. I went down to the beach because I thought it'd be quiet. You know, all these tourists came into town. It's like, yeah, people were Airbnb-ing their driveways and renting their driveways, even in
Huh?
my town, so people could park
no way.
close to
Holy
the
cow.
Oh my
to
goodness.
the castle. Yeah,
That's
That's
insane.
That would be so
Crazy.
stressful.
it was nuts.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, so also what I've been seeing lately, and I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on this, because I go back and forth, and it's charity channels.
hmm
So what I mean by this, it's channels that their whole point of the channel is to give people money or, experiences. But the reason it makes me feel a little weird is just how they go about it. And I get that it's for, obviously, to get views, right? It creates a story instead of just, hey, here's $1,000. It creates a story with it. Plus, it's like, does it really matter how they do it if they're doing good, right? So I have a couple of examples here. This first creator, his name is Jimmy Dart, and his is kind of the same as all the other channels, but what he does is he goes up to random strangers in public and usually asks them for something. So say, hey, can you give me $1, right? Or can I do this for you? Something weird. And if they say yes, then he gives them the $1,000, right? So this one, he was walking around, and I can't play it because it has music on it, but he was walking around, it looks like Walmart, asking people if he could paint their faces.
That's really weird.
Right? I saw this. I was like,
I would be so creeped out by that.
This is so weird. And the way he approaches them.
Well, he's only asking old men who are for sure going to say no.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, I'm trying to learn how to paint faces. It's just, the whole thing is just weird. Because to me, I would be like, get the freak away from me, dude. What are you saying, right? Then he finds this dude eating outside of some random restaurant. So it must have not worked in Walmart for him. And he found this random dude, if you want to cut to me. So yeah, he's just going up to these random guys. They're saying no way. And then he finds this guy and he's like, can I paint your face? And the guy's like, I guess, okay. You can tell he's like, this is so weird. And he's just painting his face.
What the hell?
Nah, dude.
And you can tell the guy feels so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I feel like it's
enough,
at what expense to the other person? You know what I'm saying?
I know, and that's what I feel like. I feel like he's almost trolling them. He's like, haha, got you. I actually don't want to learn how to face paint, so here's $1,000. It's kind of the vibe I'm
I feel like it's a
getting.
little, humiliating to just be
know.
sure.
To be honest, though, if you were homeless or whatever, or needed the money, someone can make fun of me all they want.
And that's what I'm saying. He's still giving them $1,000, right?
And I'm like, just give it to him, Why do you have to paint his face?
Yeah, or choose something not as personal as painting their face.
Yeah,
that is just really uncomfortable.
Have him.
Yeah,
Weird. I don't like that. I
normally like his videos. I hadn't seen that one before, but
so here's another one back at Walmart, and he's asking for food.
I want to ask you food.
Yeah, bud. And one of the Walmart employees is like, dude, are you hungry? He's like, I'll get it for you. I'll buy you the food. And he's like, oh, thank you. I'm so hungry. I wish I could buy it. And this guy's so nice, right? Obviously. But again, I feel like he's kind of tricking them.
That's a little too deceitful. I don't know.
Okay, but don't
I like the do you have $1? And then they actually give him more. I think that's way better than face painting. You're not all over mauling their face and making them look dumb and then filming them, giving them money. I like the videos where they're like, I don't have enough money to buy these groceries. Can you give me a couple dollars? And then he ends up giving him money. I think that's better.
Yeah, and what I don't like is he shows the people that say no, though.
yeah.
Which I don't like because then it paints them oh,
Yeah.
They're so lame.
they're, they don't care about this guy that's in need of help,
Yeah.
But if a guy walked up to me and I saw he had a chest camera on,
Oh, yeah.
no. He doesn't look like he really needs it, I would kind of be like, no, this is weird. What are you doing? I don't want to be a part of your video.
It's tough though, isn't it? Because I personally I don't like people that just post when they do a good thing, But he needs to, because that's how he gets the money to pay the people.
Exactly.
And it's like
so
how do you
weird.
justify it? Because if you're gonna do charity work or something, just do it. No one needs to know.
I honestly
just be
can't
a good
really
person.
even watch the videos. I think, they're great. They get views. And we've even talked about trying something like that to just build our channel a little bit. But I can't even watch them sometimes because it's like too cringy for me to
So
watch. Like I
cringy.
can't. I'm like, dude, just
I like
do
the
it.
one
Give
where
'em
he
the
like
thing.
picks up
know.
those guys and takes them to Disneyland.
Yeah, the events I prefer more than just a grand cash for
Yeah.
like a
But
trade.
those are fine because he's like, do you want to go to Disneyland?
Yep.
There's
yeah,
no like,
there's no like
gotcha.
consent.
This
with
was a
Right.
this
the
was a
first
trick, and
ones.
you passed or you failed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't
like,
like
when
that.
he asked the kid, like, who's your favorite team, and he's like, the Eagles, and he's like, well, I got Eagles tickets for you right here, or something like.
But yeah, I hate when he's like, though, like he's like, hey, do you like football? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, do you want to buy this football for $1?
Yeah.
And he only gives them the money if they say yes. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
The concept is a little weird. So like this Walmart employee, one back to this, you know, the guy buys him food with his own money and then leaves, and he's like, oh crap, he left. And so he asked this lady for his phone number, and he said he texted him to meet
What
him
the
when he
hell?
was off work.
Hey man, it's me, the guy you
weird.
bought food for.
That was asking for food.
That's
What the
weird.
hell?
Why
I
would you
hate
let
that.
him leave? Why wouldn't you just give it to him
It's just
then?
really
I don't know,
invasive.
dude. I
That's
don't know.
weird.
I hate that.
And he says and it's, I don't know, dude, because they almost act like they're children.
Yeah,
Like he wrote
yeah.
him this note to give him when he meets up, dear Walmart friend,
That's
in like
weird.
the weirdest, like I don't know, the feeling I get is just weird. I don't know how to explain it, and
It's a little bit exploitative. Like all of it is.
like you
Yeah.
can tell this guy's like, am I
You're a
about to get
Yeah.
killed or kidnapped? Like what is happening?
It's just a bit too contenty, isn't it? Rather than just
Yeah.
actually doing a good thing.
And he gives
Yeah.
him the note, and the guy's like, "What the frick?
Are you,
Like,
do you need help or are you...
yeah." And then he's like, "Gotcha, JK. Here's $1,000. It was all for fun."
Good on the frickin'
It's all for my TikTok.
the geezer for coming and actually meeting him.
I know. I
Because if I got a
text.
text from a weirdo that I bought food for, like doing a nice thing, I'm like, bro,
First of all,
no
how
way.
the hell did you get my number?
Exactly.
Yeah, no
How do you have
way
a phone? How do
am
you
I
have a phone if
meeting
you
you.
can't afford to buy your own lunch?
My employer gave you my phone number?
Yeah, and now you want to meet
Seriously.
me outside of work?
Yeah. So let's look at another guy. This
Okay.
one, he's more popular than the other guy. It's MD Motivator, and he's now. They had an expo here in Utah called Limitless. Was that what it was called?
I think that sounds right.
It had like Ed Milet, all these big public speaker guys in it, and MD Motivator spoke at the event. So now he's getting paid for speaking gigs at these events, which I thought was crazy. But here's a video on TikTok where he goes up to a guy and he says, "Do you like football?" And the guy's like, "Sure," because it looks like he's handing it to him, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, you got to buy it." After the guy grabs, he's like, "Well, you want to buy that football for $1?" You know, and the guy like, then is like, "Oh, well, I don't really have $1 to give you." And then they just start talking about the game. He said he's gonna watch the Super Bowl. You know, talks a little bit about him serving in the military. And then eventually, through all this, he's like, "Here's $1,000, sir." And
It's just a weird approach.
I
Yeah.
know, it's just the approach is what I'm having an issue with.
Yeah.
Keep giving money,
Please.
right?
Yeah.
It's
Mm.
amazing, yeah. But
But I wonder if they're, to play devil's advocate, if they would say, well, this is how we're able to give the money is because these videos pull views.
Yeah.
You know?
That's got 11.1 million likes on that one. Is mad.
Yep. This one went super
crazy.
viral, right? And then he lets him walk away, and he's like, "Actually, I got something else for you."
The guy's like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, he's like, "What
Please."
is happening?" And he ends up giving him Super Bowl tickets, which is so sweet. But I don't know. It just feels at what cost? You know,
The
at
other
the
thing-
behest of who? Right?
The other thing is as well is like he's clearly targeted this man for a reason. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In terms of profile, like I don't know, like
Veteran's hat.
veteran's hat, like doesn't look
his-
super.
I don't know if those are scrubs.
Looks like a
Yeah,
working
scrubs,
exactly.
right?
And like, so you just wonder, is he sitting out there like thinking,
that guy's
who
perfect.
who looks
Let's
like
get
I
him.
can take advantage of a little bit here.
Yeah.
You know?
So I don't know. What are your thoughts, Lindsay?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like because there's also that one guy that does the like where you play games and you have to like throw a ball to like. He does it in like
Yeah.
India or something where they
Southeast
have to
Asia,
like
I
get
think,
like
right?
rice or flour or a bucket, and again that's kind of similar where he gets views so that he can then buy more products
Yeah.
to have them, but it's like in an area where they don't really have as much, he says, and so it's like I feel like that's fine because he's not really making a fool of anyone or not trying to like trick them into doing something. Like they know that if they play this game and they roll a ball, it lands on rice, they get rice, you know. It's like
small scale Mr. Beast.
right, yeah. So I just feel like that kind of stuff I feel like is a little bit more like wholesome, more like straightforward, whereas him I just
Yeah.
feel like I don't know if I like him trying to get them to do something for him to give them money.
Yeah, and it's hard because like we did similar things when we were running Rightly Royce as far as like we sold jewelry so that we could do charity, right? So there was this obligation of us to create good content to sell jewelry to then be able to help
Donate,
people,
right.
Because if we don't sell any jewelry, then we can't donate to anybody, right? So I don't know. It's really hard, like, for me to navigate it of like, where's the line, you know? And because yeah, if you could, you know, if we won the lottery, I'd love to just donate and not film it. Right? That's obviously what you want to do, and that's the right way. But in order for these guys to give $1,000 per video, they've got to pull views, right?
To get money for that.
To get money for it, and like we one time, you know, gathered money and donated a large tip to a waitress, in honor of our son, and like we filmed it and posted it, and like, but again, we weren't like, hey, I'm really hungry, we're starving, and then if she gives us a roll, we're like,
yeah.
oh, you passed the test. Here's the money.
Yeah.
Then, right? Like.
Yeah, it just gives like a false idea of, because then I think twice about my life. Like, what if somebody walks up to me and is trying to, you know, very negative. Like, what if they walk up to me? It's misleading, I feel like, because just every day I don't think to tell anyone who walks up to me and give them all my money I have.
Yeah.
Or like give
Plus,
him.
he
what food
obviously
I
is
have.
filming. They probably have to see his phone on like his chest
what I
or something.
mean.
So it looks like he like goes after like older people because they probably don't really know what's going on. Whereas like I feel like someone our age would be like, oh, he's filming. I better do this because he's gonna like do something for
Yeah.
me. You know?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's why you have to make sure you're subscribed to Mr. Beast in case you ever meet him.
Yeah.
If you're not subscribed, you won't get
So I
anything.
know I'm glad they're doing good and, you know, helping these people, but I wish there was another way to do it. Honestly, you know.
I think for me, it's if they would do it, even if it wouldn't get them views, like if they would still do it without the camera, then like that's okay. But it feels like these people wouldn't. It feels like they're like, how can we make money? And then they're like, a charity channel.
Yeah.
And we'll do it this way, and we'll target these people, and that's not very cool.
Yeah. What's the motivation?
Yeah.
Is it to really help these people,
Or is it for
Uh-huh.
him to make
or is it
money?
purely to make money?
Because I mean,
Exactly.
honestly, like Mr. Beast, for an example, he obviously makes a lot of money, so he gives away a lot of money. But like to that guy, I'm sure if he pulls a lot of views, $1,000 isn't really that much
Yeah.
comparative to how much he's making.
Well, he's obviously got to be profitable.
Right, but still $1,000.
I don't know.
Give us your thoughts in the
Yeah.
comments.
Yep.
We need your input on this
Yeah,
one.
give us your input because I am interested if others feel the same or if I'm
Yeah.
just being a little more critical. I don't know. It's tough. So, okay, these next ones we're gonna kind of fly through because we are running out of time. But ice skating accident. There's just been a new development in this. If you didn't know, ice skater, unfortunately and very sadly, passed away from an accident, a skate blade accident during one of the professional hockey games over in the UK. But the new development is a man was arrested for Adam Johnson's skate blade death, and that man's been released on bail already. So
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are they saying it's that's what's weird is
Yeah,
like
they
no
just
article
can't-
wants to name that it's
Yeah.
the guy who the accident was caused by, but that's kind of what's being insinuated, right?
Yeah, it's weird.
So
but
weird.
like literally 2 days before this article was released, I was seeing videos on Twitter of like the guy who did it getting a standing ovation.
I know.
At a game.
Yeah.
Of people like standing in
like
supporting
saying,
him and like
this is not your fault.
Because it was an accident.
It was an accident.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, at least back then it was an accident.
Yeah.
But maybe it's not now.
But now they've arrested someone.
on
Yeah.
for manslaughter.
So I think there might be something.
They've arrested the guy.
That's the thing. They're not saying who
They're not
they
saying
are.
They
who,
aren't.
but who
Everything
else?
just says a man was arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I
is
saw
super
on
weird.
TikTok that it was the guy.
It has to be him though. Who else would it be?
And they said,
But
and
weird
some
they
in the
wouldn't trust
comments were
me.
saying that he had like done something similar before, so, and that he's just kind of known for being like a little bit more, like, I don't know, aggressive, I guess you could say. So some people were saying like he deserved it, but I don't know. I didn't really read much into it. I just saw a TikTok video.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll just give you guys updates as they come out. But as of right now, that's the latest. They've arrested someone. And that person is already out on bail. So I'm sure once the court hearings start happening, things like that, more info to come. So, okay. Speaking of Marvel just released The Marvels, movie with Brie Larson. I'm trying to remember the other names. Let's see here. Brie Larson, Teyona Paris, and Iman Vellani. So this is their latest release, but unfortunately it has had its worst box office weekend
Floppy doppy doppy doo.
ever for the MCU. It was a big floppy doppy. And they were projecting 80 million on opening weekend, and it barely did 40 million.
Damn.
The only redeeming quality of that movie for me is that there's cats in it.
I'll be honest, I feel like it's because of Brie Larson or whatever. I feel like people don't really like her, so I feel like people don't really want to see the movie.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. It says in here there's a couple of reasons that they think it happened. What's crazy is that it did half of what Quantumania did, which Quantumania was
poo
garbage, right?
Poo.
And MCU has just ridden a wave. 15 years just crushing it, movie after movie. And I feel like this, Quantumania, they're like, it wasn't a full-on flop, right? It might not have done that well, but this one, I think, is going to be eye-opening for them. They're saying reasons for it could range from superhero fatigue, just a lot of superhero content, right? So people are growing bored of it. They're also saying that it could just be that the star power of the leading roles isn't that great. Because the one character, she was in Wanda. Yeah. So it's not like she was in like a huge thing, but
she was good in WandaVision too.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, I
she's
think
not a star.
Yeah, and the I'm thinking it's what was the other girls? Iman Vellani. She was great in that series
Miss
too.
Marvel. Yeah.
But I don't think it was that big, right? It didn't really go taken off. But I've seen over and over and over in 3 articles that the main reason they think it's happening is because of conservatives.
Yeah, go woke, go broke.
Go woke, go broke theory.
Okay, what?
Snowflake.
I know.
Basically,
that's interesting.
Even this article reports it's because of conservative backlash. Because now go woke, go broke, they're saying might actually be true because
they've got
conservatives
2 women
aren't
of
buying
color
tickets.
and 3 women leading roles.
Oh,
Yeah.
That all the conservatives are
interesting.
not gonna go see it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if does that really play that big of a role?
Unless maybe Marvel fans are primarily conservative, so then if that's the case, then they're not really playing towards their audience.
Maybe it's because they didn't really have the star power for this one, but they marketed it for the star power. Because that's how they always market movies, right? They're like, these big names are in our movies, and they tried to do that for this. And I didn't even know, I didn't watch WandaVision, so I didn't even know that girl. And I knew Brie Larson, but I hated Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Marvel was good, but it was like for kids.
Yeah, it was kiddie.
Yeah,
sure.
it was like they weren't trying to push the storyline; they were trying to push who's in it.
Exactly, and you
And it's
can't
like-
do that if no one knows who's in it.
Yep, you hit it on the head.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's it.
It was the
truly.
marketing.
I don't even know
honestly.
what it's about. Like
I don't
Captain
either.
Marvel.
No,
at
because
least-
the trailer gave
The
us
trailer's just
nothing.
showing them as like,
And
Like
and the
coming
way that they
together,
posed,
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, no
please
idea
give
who
them
the
their
villain
own.
is.
Like
I know the
please.
problem is that they switch place, but like
Oh,
I
yeah,
have no
that's-
idea who the villain is. I know.
and why that matters and why I
Yeah.
should care and
yeah, I think
And
they
then
missed the mark
at
on
the end of the
marketing.
trailer, they're like, "Oh, and Samuel L. Jackson will be in it too."
I know it was
Yeah.
like
for
you
no
should
reason.
see this because
Because
these
of the
actors
people. And then-
actresses are in it.
yeah, they
right?
released that one trailer like a day before with the Valkyrie cameo
Yeah.
too. So like, but we don't care. The people we cared about
Yeah.
were like Captain America, Iron Man. You know, the people who are not in there anymore. So they've got to change it if they want people to actually watch their movies.
Yep, I agree. So, yeah, kind of disappointing. I mean, we come off the high of Loki and Guardians, and then
That.
bleh,
Boo.
again.
I will
so-
still probably watch it, but it's one of the ones
Same.
I'll wait till it's on Disney
Yeah.
Plus.
Yep,
I think.
exactly. So, okay, next article here, or not article, but next thing that I saw. Sorry, a lot of my news comes through TikTok, which I know is so credible. But do you guys know who Mike Posner is?
Posner.
Yeah.
Posner.
Absolutely.
Of course, he
I do
walked
not.
across America.
Okay, let's talk about him. Is that okay?
He's awesome.
He took
Who
I
a
don't know
pill
if this
in
is
Ibiza.
interesting. I was like
I love Mike.
in so deep last night in this whole thing. So Mike, when he hit the stage, he came out with this album here. And sorry, I kind of have the hiccups.
So
but
wait, he's a singer?
He did.
I took a pill in
Ibiza.
Ibiza.
Okay.
yeah, so
The
we'll
show
get
of
there.
Ibiza
So
was cool.
he started off kind of with like a poppy vibe, right? Where it was like, "Baby, please don't go," that song, right? Very popular. Like when I was in school, he was huge, right? And he was kind of like a Justin Timberlake 2.0 kind of vibe that he
Wow.
gave off, right?
Interesting.
And you know, he had the clean cut.
He
Like-
looks like Buzz Lightyear in that one.
You know, he was kind of just like this, like, yeah, pretty boy kind of phase, right? With pop, he was a pop star, okay? After he was a pop star, he kind of disappeared for a minute. And I remember seeing an article where he said he had $2 million in the bank. You my backup reporter. Okay. And he was just kind of at a low. He released these albums. They did really well, but he was like, I couldn't get anything booked. Like my career was dead at that point. $2 million, didn't know what I was going to do next. Then he came out with I Took a Pill in Ibiza. And this really revived his career. And what's crazy is, I didn't know this, but the original release was acoustic.
Oh.
And then there's a DJ that came in and remixed it, and that's what became uber popular.
Yeah,
right?
didn't Avicii? Oh no, he didn't.
No.
His name's in the
Avicii's
song.
in the song, yeah. Lyrically.
I'm trying to think of who it was, but it says it on the thing.
So then he
doesn't it?
kind of went into his like reflective phase, right? Where it was kind of him being like, oh, I did it for the fame before. Now I'm just doing this for me.
Mhm.
Okay. Then
Seeb is the one that did the remix.
Mm.
Seeb.
Seeb.
Interesting. And then he kind of like was on this like holistic journey where he, like Taylor said, he walked across America.
Yeah, it was awesome. He got
Wow.
bit by
He
a
got
rattlesnake.
bit by a rattlesnake.
Yeah. He got bit by a
And-
rattlesnake and was down for months.
Yes.
I was following this live when it was like
And his beard, it was like real life Forrest
Yeah.
Gump. Crazy beard, hair, like so weird, right? Like the new persona that he took on. Then after that, he released or started a new group with this other guy called Black Bear, I believe.
Mhm.
It's him and this guy named Black Bear. And the group is called Mansions. and it is like his bad boy face now that he's in. And he even said in an interview, he said they released their second album, and he's like, if I don't lose 100,000 followers because of this album, we didn't do it right.
Oh my!
And the guy was like, why? And he's like, said a quote about how you need to make your darkness conscious is true enlightenment.
Yawn. So boring.
Boring.
What do you mean?
It's like, just get over yourself. Do you know what I mean? Just be a normal human being.
Oh my god. Yeah, and it's like, and I listen to some of the songs, and they're freaking crazy. Like, I was like, whoa, my brain has melted. And it's just very hard. And like, he posted yesterday that him and Black Bear are getting married today, I think.
What the hell?
Even though Black Bear's married, has a wife.
Oh.
But that's like their ongoing thing. Like, even the album cover, they made it look like they're both like in the tub and like, I don't know.
I didn't know any of this, honestly.
I know, I didn't either. I had no idea that this
Mike
was even
just still chilling after
you
his
know?
walk.
I thought he was just a
He was in the
chilling
hospital
guy.
for a few months when he got bit by a
Yeah.
rattlesnake, and then he came back, started right where he got bit,
Yeah.
finished the job.
So he did Mansions, and then I believe he did the walk after. So I have the timeline a little off. So he did the walk. So he went in Bad Boy, did the walk to like, you know, like look at him here.
Yeah, because it seems like the walk brought him back.
Yeah, he was
to
all of a sudden
being
like,
normal.
okay. And then all of a sudden he's back to Mansions 2.
Oh.
Oh.
And this is their second album. And he said it's all about his dark side and being as like controversial as he can. So I don't know. I just thought this was so crazy just to like
He's just living the full spectrum of the human emotions in his life
yes.
for everyone to see.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe you guys should check out Mansions and let me know what you think. But it was crazy.
On the Walk Across America thing, have you guys heard of the guy Hardest Geezer?
Mm-mm.
So he's this British guy, and I'll do a section on him next week or next episode or something, but he's walked across Asia, and now he's walking the entire length of Africa. Or he's running it, sorry. So he's running like 50 kilometers a day, and like he updates his Twitter through it and does YouTube videos, but he's been like held captive by like tribes and towns until they pay him and stuff, and like there are roads that his camera crew can't go on, and he gets stuck like in the forest, in the jungle and shit, and they're just waiting for him on the other side hoping he comes out. It's crazy, but yeah, I'll tell you more next episode about that.
But yeah, I was just like, whoa, because I loved that first album. Like, all those songs are so good. I didn't know that he had this full on. I didn't even know he wrote or was the artist on I Took a Pill in Ibiza, honestly, until I went on this deep dive. But okay, we'll end with an interesting story. Kim Kardashian named one of GQ's Men of the Year for 2023.
Okay.
What?
I saw that this morning, and
What?
I laughed so hard. Yeah, so
What?
she...
What?
The magazine's decision to name Kim Kardashian as Tycoon of the Year, and the pictures are so funny. They did a photo shoot of her being a man. So like the cover, I think she's on the cover.
Yeah, if you want to cut to me, I have it pulled up.
And she's eating a bag of Cheetos, licking her fingers.
The
in a
real
suit,
man.
looking all sloppy. Because that's...
This
apparently
is
the
such a
media's
marketing
perception of
ploy.
men. Yeah.
The Kardashians have struck again.
Reminds
it's
me
so
of
funny.
Parks and Rec episode where Ron Swanson gets Woman of the Year or something. I can't remember what it is. And Leslie Knope is so mad.
She's like, you can't win that. Why not?
Okay.
The pictures, there is more pictures, right?
I think it's on her Instagram.
What's with the Cheetos, though? I don't get that. Is that
'Cause it's
because
men
men are
of the
sloppy or what?
I don't know. I don't like Cheetos. I
And
must
lick their
not be a
fingers
man.
after.
Yeah, I have no
I
idea.
must be a man. I love Cheetos.
I know, I love freaking Cheetos. No, yeah, you should go to her Instagram.
Yeah, go to her Instagram.
Okay, let
It's-
me pull it up here. If you want to, yes.
This one kills me.
Kim's just been pissing me off recently. I can't even lie.
Do you watch the Kardashians?
Nah,
caption?
not even. But she keeps getting like she's like becoming
She did the nipple bra.
in a way
so
she's
weird.
like the Taylor Swift of world soccer. Like
All right, Taylor.
she's
Really?
at every fucking big game now
Oh, are you
because her son
serious?
likes soccer,
Oh yeah.
and she
Oh.
meets all the. And it's like, oh my god, I don't care.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at her caption though. Hi, I'm the GQ Man of the Year. It's so funny.
This is crazy.
Do they have a Woman of the Year or only men?
I think GQ is
It's
significantly
Gentleman's Quarterly.
a men's
Oh,
magazine.
wow.
So
So
it's
weird.
like
Also, imagine the outrage if this was flipped.
I know.
Like if it was a women's magazine and they were like, the man of the year or the woman of the year is this man who is a man, right?
Vogue should
Like
do it.
on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy. What
Yeah.
Well,
the
didn't-
heck?
Because didn't was it Vogue? They did.
Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner was Woman of the Year one time.
Oh,
obviously,
really?
she's
Yeah.
identifying as woman. Yeah, but
Yeah.
like I know there was a lot of outrage around that.
Yeah, this
For
seems
sure.
almost just like a marketing
joke.
troll.
A joke.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it
You
feels
know,
like a joke,
like they
yeah.
thought it maybe their magazine sales are down, so they're like,
They're like, let's get.
we know how we'll get
Hey,
these numbers up and
in a
keep our investors
tight
happy.
little workout suit.
Yeah,
I don't know a single man that buys magazines. By the way. What do I
Yeah.
read?
Me neither.
Sorry, Sweeky. There's one.
you
No.
buy magazines?
I used to have a Sports Illustrated subscription.
You did?
Yeah.
No, but do you now?
Wow.
I don't know.
That's what I mean. Like,
Kick me while I'm down. I'm just kidding.
It's Sports Illustrated.
no, but like that's what I mean. I feel like it's just online now. You know,
True.
like I know people
you don't
that
buy
did.
magazines
I know my
now.
dad used to have a Men's Health subscription, but
When-
like I don't think he does anymore.
When Derek Jeter hit his 3,000th home run, I sat at our camping trip and looked at the Sports Illustrated magazine for hours, and so my grandma bought me a subscription.
Nice.
For a
Growing up,
couple
I
years.
got Match magazine, which
It
was
was
all
nice.
about the Premier League that week and stuff. But like,
I've
I just
never
don't
had
really
a
know
magazine
anyone anymore. You
subscription.
know.
I don't think so.
Except the engine.
The
The engine, as my grandpa calls it.
Is
Wait,
that
I
a
wanna
church
sh-
thing?
And on that
It's a
note,
church
we
thing, yeah.
will,
Don't get us
well,
going.
thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it this far,
You're a hero.
I give you a high five, give you a big hug. Thank you, thank you. That was a fun episode. It's
Bit
cool
all over
that
the place, but yeah.
yeah, a
it
little
was
over
fun.
all over the place, but that's the point of this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so
Do love a good
Oh,
tangent.
wait.
Yeah.
Meg has one more she wanted to bring to the
I
table.
saved this today. I wanted to share it. Okay.
okay.
Sorry. it's-
just a nice ender.
This is the end credit scene.
Yeah. Rewind
and
time.
this is your
Yeah.
post credit
This is the
scene.
Marvel
post-credit
I know
scene.
we're really long already, but I've been kind of mute with the Marvel stuff, so I need to share something.
Meg needs
This
her
is your
voice
moment.
heard.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so I saw this on Facebook, and it's from the end of October, but I don't care. I feel like Facebook timeline is all over the
Yeah.
place. This girl in Canada now holds the Guinness World Record. Is that how you say it?
Mhm.
Guinness World Record for the longest abdominal plank position, and she held it for an astonishing 4 hours, 19 minutes, and 55 seconds.
Wow.
This
Kill me.
is.
That's
I
crazy.
saw
That's
this last
insane.
night, and I
No.
couldn't even believe it. 4 hours. Like, I can't even fathom 4 hours.
People's willpower always shocks me. I'm
You
like,
know-
just the
Right?
fact you sit there
Yeah.
for 4 hours.
And also, like, was that her goal? Did she train
Her
for
son,
that?
her
Was she,
son, like brought it up and said, like, this is the record, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna beat that.
Oh,
And then-
that's pretty sick.
The,
Actually,
the worst thing as well with planks is like 4 hours regular time is like 15 hours plank time.
Right.
You know, the
Yeah,
mental
you
Plus-
focus.
Oh my
Like
Plus
god.
more.
I say I'm gonna plank for a minute and it feels like I'm there for 20. You
Yeah.
know, like
How'd she even have blood in her head? still?
facts.
Like,
That's
Right?
crazy.
That is crazy.
anyway, that's so random. I just saw it,
No,
and
that
I
was
wanted
so
you guys to
sweet
see
and
it.
Boss babe,
nice-
that's what we want to end
A
on.
nice post credit scene.
Yes. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been really fun. Tune in next Monday for the next episode of Between Us.
And
So-
subscribe.
Subscribe.
And
Subscribe. And follow the Instagram.
Okay, thanks y'all.
Say
Bye bye. Say bye now.
Bye.
So cute. Thanks.